Today we take the lesson the triangle and its properties. A triangle is a closed curve made up of three line segments, three vertices and three angles. That means three-sided geometrical figure is called a triangle. Triangle is a polygon having three sides. So the three sides are AB, BC and CA. That is AB is a side, BC is a side and CA is a third side. And the vertices are the end points A, B, C. And the three angles are angle BAC, angle ABC, and angle BCA. So that means a triangle has three sides, three vertices and three angles. So classification of triangles. So based on the sides, we can classify the triangles into scalene triangle, isosceles triangle and equilateral triangles. So in the scalene triangle, if all the three sides are of different measures, for example AB is 5 cm, BC is 4 cm and CA is 3 cm, that means all the three sides of different measures, then we call this triangle as a scalene triangle. When you come to isosceles triangle, if any two sides of a triangle are equal, then the triangle is called isosceles triangle. In this figure, PQ is equal to PR. That means these two sides are equal. And the third side, this is the third side here is QR. So in the isosceles triangle, so this is base angles now. QR is the base for when these two sides are equal. Base angles will be always equal. So that is opposite to equal sides. The side which is opposite to equal sides is called base and the angles of the base angles will be always equal. So sometimes it can be these two sides also can be equal. When these two sides are becomes equal, this becomes the baseline and these two base angles. Suppose these two sides are equal and this becomes the baseline and these two angles will be equal. That means, so opposite to the equal sides, the angles will be equal. So that is the property of isosceles triangle. Then equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle is if all the three sides are of equal measures. All the three sides having the same length, AB equal to BC equal to CA. Then the triangle is called equilateral triangle. When you come to triangles based on the angles, we have acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle and right angle triangle. So one more comes, that is equiangular triangle. So when you come to acute angle triangle, if the angles are of less than 90 degrees, so all the angles will be less than 90 degrees, then we can call it as acute angle triangle. In the obtuse angle triangle, if one of the angle is more than 90 degrees, so more than 90, it will be less than 180 degrees. So that triangle is called obtuse angle triangle. Here you can see angle LMN is more than 90 degrees and other two are acute angles because sum of the angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. So the triangle is obtuse angle triangle. Next is right angle triangle. So in the right angle triangle, exactly one of the angle will be 90 degrees. So other two will be again acute angle. Sum of other two angles will be again 90 degrees because sum of the angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. Here one of the angle is 90 degrees. That triangle is called right angle triangle. So another one triangle is there, that is equiangular triangle. If all the angles are equal of measures, then that angle, the triangle is called equiangular triangle. So one is equilateral, means if all the three sides are equal. Here is all the three angles are equal. That means in general, if all the three sides are of equal measure, certainly all the three angles will also be equal. Next comes medians of a triangle. Then what do you mean by medians of a triangle? The line segment here PX joining to the midpoint of QR. That means, so P is the vertex, opposite to the vertex P, QR is the line. So which is the midpoint of QR. That is, you call it as X. We join here PX. So PX becomes the median of the triangle. That means opposite to that vertex that you have to take the side here. So if you take Q is the vertex, then opposite to Q, PR is the side. So opposite to Q, that is PR, and QY is the median when you take Q is the vertex. When you take R is the vertex, opposite to R, PQ is the side. So the midpoint of PQ is Z. So here ZR is the median. So the line segment PX or QY or ZR join the midpoint of opposite to the vertex. A median connects a vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite sides. So you can call it as medians of the triangle. Altitudes of a triangle. So the height of the triangle is called the altitude. So that is, here ABC is a triangle. So AD is the perpendicular height. That is, here angle D is 90 degrees. Actually the height of the triangle. The height of the given triangle is the altitude. So for formula only you have to make use this. So area of a triangle is half into base into height, where you have to make use the height. So in that time we can take this altitude as its height. Next we'll see angle sum property of a triangle. So sum of the angle of interior angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. So any triangle, if you take scalene, isosceles, right angle triangle, so equiangle or whatever it is. So sum of the angles, when you add the three angles, interior angles, sum will be always 180 degrees. Suppose you take angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. So here is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180 degrees. And one more property is there, exterior angle of a triangle. Here is, this is a triangle. X is an exterior angle to this given triangle. So the property says angle x equal to sum of angle 1 plus angle 2. That is angle x equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. And exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its interior opposite angles. Here is x is an exterior angle opposite to x. So the interior angles are 1 and 2. When you add 1 and 2 angles, this is exactly equal to angle x. That is x equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. That is exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its opposite interior angles. Equiangular triangle. So here is, if all the three angles are equal, then we call it as equiangular triangle. If angle 1 equal to angle 2 equal to angle 3 equal to 60 degrees. Each angle is 60 degrees. So now all the three get 180 degrees. There is nothing but angle sum property of a triangle. Then congruent triangles. When you call ABC and PQR, if you want to say ABC is congruent to PQR, then exactly if you keep PQR triangle on the ABC, it has to coincide. So A has to coincide with the P, and B has to coincide with the Q, and C has to coincide with R. That means if we keep one over the other, exactly it has to coincide in shape and size. If two triangles having the same shape and size, we can call them as congruent triangles. That means if it exactly it has to coincide, overlap. Then similar triangles. So if two triangles are said to be similar, that means if two triangles having the same shape but not the size. Here see, KLM is a triangle, XYZ is also another triangle. Here KLM is a bigger triangle while XYZ is a small triangle. But both are triangles, but when you take the measures, they are different. So there is a difference between congruent triangles and similar triangles. In the congruent triangles, if we keep just one over the other, exactly it has to coincide in shape and size. Now just a copy of that. Here similar means shape is same but size will differ. So they are called similar triangles. That is the difference between congruent triangles and similar triangles. Thank you for watching. Share and subscribe.